Hey there and welcome back to the channel dash. We are still trying to dash through the channel and the NATO forces are not making it easy. We, however, are planning a missile strike on one of the potentially last groups that are still pretending to be in the way. Let's see how it goes. Go time. I have metals 1 and 2, my electronic warfare birds, drumming at least in the direction of this formation. And we're flying fairly low, we're only doing about 300 feet. This way, I'm using the horizon as a cover. If I'm flying too high, I'll definitely get shot down. If I'm popping up with the Condor 7s, or Condor 11, or Condor 1, I'll probably get shot down. So the plan is to attack from three, well, distinct directions. Not like north, east, and south, but at least three different directions. And they'll have to divide their attention between the missiles that they are coming to meet them. Of course, yes, I have more range with my seed missiles than I have with the jammer. So the jammers are out in front. And if there are any incoming missiles, maybe I can survive them, maybe not. The good thing about these anti-radiation missiles, the AS-11, is that you launch them, they just look for radiation, and you're done. The problem is, if these guys are in fact not using their radar, well, you won't find any radiation. When you don't find any radiation, they simply, well, don't do anything. Thankfully, these guys are happily banging away with their radar, so that makes it quite easy. I can just push these guys in, and we are already way within their air umbrella of about 80 miles. So we just have to close the distance. This is definitely the most dangerous part. I can go even lower to 50 feet, so let's do that. Hug the water, stay real low, and just pray that you don't get detected, because the moment that you do is most likely one of your last moments. Now, when it comes to targets, I'm going to launch 8 missiles into the Ticonderoga. I'm ideally going to hit this very large contact, but it is slightly farther back. And another one, well, if I can hit the Spruance, that'd be great, but the Spruance isn't that dangerous. At least not interior-wise. Yes, it has the rims over on there on the back, but they're fairly limited in capacity. So maybe some of the other contacts. There's another large back there. If I can hit that, that'd be wonderful. Let's see if I can pull this off. We're 36 miles out. The strike package is 46 miles out. 45.7. 45. It's just that Condor 1 is slightly farther away. 54. Closing. 40 miles away from the Ticonderoga. Still not jammed, of course. Continue on your course. 33 miles away from Ticonderoga. Ideally, I'd have these missiles all arrive at the same time to overwhelm them, but I'm not sure if I can pull that off. I'll probably misplant that with Condor 1. And I don't want to stick Condor 1 in this anti-air umbrella for too long. I'm flying right into a hornet's nest. And you can bet your ass that these hornets are going to be pretty pissed the moment that they start seeing a whole lot of missiles come after them. So, better safe than sorry. Get the aircraft back to the carrier, reload them, relaunch them, and do again. Checking range, AS-11. Correct, 40 miles. Fast missile anti-radiation homing. It's not enough to kill the ship. It does not have to kill the ship. Okay, you're in range. So far, no response. We're almost in jamming range of them. Almost. Condor 1, can you hurry up? What's ordered speed? 0.75. I can go to max speed, but I don't think they can do that at this altitude. Oh, they're increasing somewhat. Okay. At this point, we have both Condor 1 and Condor 11 and Condor 7 in position. Let's pause it. I'll start overwhelming this thing. I want to have you guys launch both missiles. Just Salvo 2. This is a bit of micro, but that's fine. I just want to make sure that they all launch their missiles at the same target. And that way I can be... What? You cannot engage yet? Why not? You're running your radars. Why are you not actually getting... What? They cannot engage. I had this happen yesterday as well. I'm not sure why. But they do not want to engage. That is very unfortunate. We are not jamming them yet, probably because we're below the horizon. Okay, fine. If we're jamming them anyway, might as well give them the good news with all the missiles. So we're going to send out all of the missiles from the Kirov. All 20. Salvo 8. It doesn't really matter what you shoot, because the missiles will sort themselves out. So let's get 8. 8. No, not those. And 4. Against this larger in the back. And then the carrier. Oh, I hope the carrier isn't retrieving an aircraft. No, it's fine. These are all the same types of missiles, so they should all start communicating between each other. At least such is my hope. So let's follow Kirov as it starts launching. Here we go. It still feels a little weird, because these seem like vertical cells to me. But they're actually not. They're slightly slanted. I'd say about 15 to 30 degrees up. And that's why they're not flying straight forward, but at a bit of an angle. Sorry, not straight up, but at a bit of an angle. And we not only have the Kirov going after him, we also got the aircraft carrier launching missiles at him. The question is, how long can we maintain our position here? We're still not jamming them, because we're still too low. I very carefully pop you up to 300. Don't go any higher than that. Altitude 100. 140. We're getting radar warning receiver. Does that mean they're now active? I still can't shoot them with the AS-11. Oh, it's a Kunz. Okay. And they're launching missiles at me. That's the Ticonderoga. Which strikes me as extremely not jammed. Question is, what exactly are you shooting? What exactly are you launching at? It has to be Metal 1, right? Go down. Because you're the only one getting a radar warning receiver. Or, rather, getting lit up by that radar. They're all just not showing up as valid targets. I don't get it. They're all using their radar. Why are they not valid targets? There's the standard missile. At least the missile's getting jammed. Flares out. He's falling for it. He's going for the flares. I cannot keep doing this. Cannot keep doing this. Get out of here. Get down. Metal 2 is getting somewhat aggressive. What if I pop these aircraft up? Is that the problem? I don't know, go to 300 feet. Which is risky. No, they're just not considered valid radar targets. Crap. Unable to engage. Targets required. Yeah, I know. Therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. How can we engage these things if they're not getting lit up? Also, they're supposedly within jamming range, but because we're so low, we're not actively jamming them. Okay, then. Let's see if those missiles are willing to play ball. Because we do have a lot of them. And we only need like 2 missiles per target to make it through. Once those missiles get close, I am willing to fly these metals in and lose them, if it comes to that. Because I don't really see another way of going about this. Shit. They've been hit. That's metal 1 down. So much for the jamming. Okay, let's speed up. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for those missiles to get here. Fortunately, these things are fast. Very fast. 194 miles though. Let me skip to that part. Metal 2's life is about to get very dangerous. Thankfully they did flare and the ECM jammer, or rather the EM jammer, no, so offensive ECM is working against that missile. But they keep trying every once in a while to just shoot down this aircraft. Looks like every once in a while they get an eye on it. And then they go, hold on, let me shoot that down. I did get confirmation, by the way, that this is the Leahy. It's all the way in the back. And it is shooting missiles at me. Thankfully, my missiles are about to arrive. It's just a question of, can I live long enough with Metal 2 in order to use its jammer? Because I'm still too low to actively jam these ships, so I'm gonna have to pop up the moment that those missiles start to arrive and that the ships get busy fighting the missiles. Ideally, this thing would serve as a bit of a distraction, a lightning rod, if you will, trying to attract as many missiles as possible. If it dies, so be it, but if my shipwrecks then go through, then I'm very happy. They have all lined up in beautiful formations, and they're eager for blood. The shipwrecks do, of course. As for those ASW, sorry, not ASW, seed aircraft, they're just not capable of going after these ships for some reason, so I'm sticking them around here. Because there's still plenty other targets around, and potentially they still need addressing. Okay, range, 13 miles to me, to the metal, and about 35 miles to the fleet. Speed, 970 knots. I wonder if they're aware of the threat. I think they might be. Yeah, the missiles are getting jammed, but there's a lot of missiles. I think they're starting to fight the missiles now. Well, no, they're fighting the metal. Okay. Go up, 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 up. Jam these ships, blind them. Now we're getting them blinded. Spruans, Coons, Ticonderoga, they're getting blinded. I just hope that I can live long enough for these missiles to get through. Because there are standard missiles flying to meet me. That's another missile launch. These missiles of mine get close enough, they will have a burn through, at which point the jammer is going to be ineffective. And we'll just see them kind of bypass that. Oh, that's the AS-11. Still not valid targets. My missiles have selected targets. The Kuntz. Ticonderoga, interestingly, not yet selected as a target. The other one over there, the very large, is. Which is not the Leahy, which is still farther in the back. Range to the ships, 20 miles. At this point, we should start seeing the Ticonderoga take action, but because they're getting jammed, they're not actually taking any action. They don't see the missile. So the new way to use electronic warfare seems to be fly in as low as you can, and then suddenly pop up and jam the shit out of them. There we go. Now the Ticonderoga has been selected. And we got missiles going for pretty much every ship. Except for this one. Semi-large. Oh, and this one's also getting ignored. This is problematic because I don't have any additional anti-ship missiles. At least not this long range. So we'll just have to hope that we can eliminate as many possible. 7362. Oh! You might be trying to fight my missiles after all. Yeah, no joy though. No, we're passing. Range? 12 miles. Closing quickly. There's the Kuntz up ahead. Ticonderoga is now getting selected as a target by at least 3 missiles, potentially more. Whatever that very large is in the back, that's well, drawing a lot of attention. I think that if the missiles miss that one, they might still try and go for the Leahy. I don't think I can radio command them to go for the Leahy. No, I cannot control them. Come on. wreck this group. Or should I say shipwreck this group? That's what you guys do best. Kuntz is fighting with its gun. That's not going to save it. Not one bit. As for the rest of them, it's just guns for the moment. Of course, they still have their Sea-Wiz. They can use that. They're welcome to try. Just hope that they'll fail. So far, it's looking very good. SSN-19 going for the Ticonderoga. This, I'd say, is my primary target, followed very closely by the Leahy in the back. Oh, it's a Virginia. Bloody hell. Okay. That's the very large one. Okay, at this point, I think the Kuntz is about to get hit. One was hit. We hit the Mayhan. The Mayhan? Oh, this is the Mayhan. Gotcha. There's the Sea-Wiz. Now they're finally getting through with their radar, but it's too late. That could immediately kill the Ticonderoga. We're gonna have a missile going for... Nope, not that ship. The Kuntz is dead. The Ticonderoga is dead. The Perry has survived, has not taken a missile. The Virginia is getting crippled. The Spruance is getting hit. And this is only the first wave. Yeah, you're done. 3 missiles strike the Virginia. And this is just the beginning of the end. Ideally, though, I would take out the Leahy, but at the moment I'm not sure how. And we're still prioritizing a very large contact in the back there. We might take out this Perry. I'm not so sure it's its primary target, but this thing is just getting in the way. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah, Spruance is dead. Virginia is dead. This whole NATO task force is getting completely butchered. So you're gone. Over to the side of the Perry are still 2 healthy ships. They all ran into the Virginia. Okay, so score. Ticonderoga dead, Spruance dead, Virginia dead, Kuntz dead, Perry dead. Survivors, 3 ships. Leahy, this thing over here, and this thing over here in the back. That one. How are we going to deal with those? Because I don't have any anti-ship missiles left. At least, not the extremely long-range one. Did they give me a Slava? I don't think so. Oh yeah, they gave me a Slava. I got the SSN-12. Range 297 miles. I might be able to throw those in their face as well. Yeah, let's do it. Especially since they're now disastrously burning. Let's go with a salvo of... I'm gonna say a salvo of 4. And then another salvo of 4. And then another salvo of 4 going for the Leahy. That means I got 4 missiles spare. And hopefully that'll be sufficient to just completely cripple these guys. And then we can probably continue our passage. I'm so very surprised, pleasantly so, that Metal 2 has survived. Because I was pretty confident that this ship, well, this aircraft was going to get shot down. But it survived. Even though it had a couple of very narrow brushes with death, it survived. So well done to them. As for Condor 10, we're going to shoot down this aircraft here. I'm going to split another Condor off here. And have this guy go after the other helicopter. And there's another helicopter or 2, 3 around. They don't really serve any particular function. Yes, they do drop sonobuoys nowadays. You can see there's a couple of them missing. But it doesn't really do much beyond that. There you go, the Perry's been eliminated. It doesn't do much beyond that, except, of course, serve as a radar platform. Not that that's very big of a deal, because we're still very far away. But you never know. One thing I have kind of neglected is my air patrol, so let's send these guys forward. And I have neglected my ASW, which is dangerous, as I have seen in a previous mission. If you neglect your anti-submarine warfare, these submarines will sneak up on you and kill you. At least, well, there's a decent chance that they will. For some reason now, I can actually engage these ships with my seed missiles. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw more seed missiles at them so that it'll be even easier to cripple them with my ship missiles that are coming in. So yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, it's weird that I couldn't engage them before, but if I can do so now, I will happily do so. The other aircraft have expended most of their ammunition, although this one can still hunt down this SH-2F. There's another one over there, but that's a bit too close to the Leahy for my taste. The Leahy, which is now apparently also a valid target. And now it isn't. I'm not sure what radar band we need to lock onto, but sometimes the Leahy is using... Oh god. Sometimes the Leahy is using it, and sometimes they're not. I wonder what they're shooting at. Are they trying to shoot down my anti-radiation missiles? Can they do that? They're going to try and shoot down this one. Not sure. Anyway, you're RTB Winchester. Good. This is another air patrol flight I had up there that I kind of forgot about. So I do have an air patrol. And let's see if we can blind them. Doesn't need to kill them, just need to blind them, and we'll deal with them with the other anti-ship missiles. If there are missiles streaking in from the right. He is turning. They have COS themselves? Yeah, they do. Port and starboard. Okay. Just launched again as I was clicking away. Haha, there goes your radar. That's one. And that missed. Damn it. There's two more in there. Anyway, we hit this guy once. So potentially they'll be less capable with their radar. I'm just not sure which radar I hit. The more capable naval buffs probably know what missile exactly, or sorry, what radar exactly I hit. I, for one, don't know yet. Our SS-12s are nicely on track. Let's get these missiles onto targets. Yeah, I don't think the chaff's going to do much. I don't care about your chaff, I care about your radiation source. Right there. Oh! You at least hit him. Yeah, this warship should be pretty blind. What is that? Is that an Adams? No, it's not an Adams. I'm still working on learning the different types of ships. Adams has the RUR-5 amidship, so it's not that. I don't think it's a Koons, no. Spruans? It's a Spruans. Spruans destroyer. Oh, the Rim 7 on the back gave it away. I could have taken that as the indicator. And the other one here. Rimloin, no, RUR-5 on the bow. Sparrow on the stern. Looks like it's taken damage, but I think it launched a missile right through it. Oh well. Is that a kid, by any chance? Surf ships. Frigate. No, it's not a frigate. It's not a Nox, is it? No. Well. Yeah, it is a Nox. That's the Rim 7F. It's a Nox class frigate. Okay. So you're still functional with your radar, but the Spruans is not. The Spruans has the longer range anti-air missiles. Or surface to air. So it shouldn't be that dangerous anymore. Can we launch... No, we cannot. I can still launch against the other one, of course. So let's do that. I'll just blind them. Just be done with it. Because I don't want to risk these guys any more than I strictly have to. And we're already way too close to the Leahy. Let's get these missiles out, fly home. Metal is getting a radar warning receiver. This is problematic. You're popping up. Ordered altitude 450. Okay. Missile away. Away. Go home. Condor. 7-2. Let's go. Get your missiles out. They're performing the pop-up. Come on, fast. 1, 2, get out. 50 feet, go home. Don't pop up. That Leahy is going to play whack-a-mole with you and it'll probably win. It already has a couple of new missiles standing by. As far as I remember, they have a very decent amount of missiles aboard. Okay, let's hit that radar. Land that ship right on top of it. Oh, that knocked out their whole superstructure. That knocked out the whole Nox? Oh. Well, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting to knock out their radar. I did that, and the rest of the ship. As a bonus. And now this missile, of course, cannot find anything. So I think it's looking suddenly quite well. Of course, there's still the Leahy out there. But maybe the anti-ship missiles can take care of that. Let's have a look at that. I'm going to put on the last of them. The Spruans is getting very highly prioritized. Unfortunately, all these missiles have lined up and decided that the Spruans and the dead Nox need attention. Not the Leahy, which has been able to shoot down increasingly serious amounts of my aircraft. I'm getting too complacent there. This guy, however, holy shit. That's for them. The rest of these missiles don't care about the fact that the target has been eliminated. They don't know if something's alive or dead, they just care about, hold on, there's a radar profile there that I can hit. So that's what they're doing. We're gonna try and launch the last of our 4 missiles at the Leahy. And that's about all I can do beyond just closing the distance and using shorter range anti-ship missiles. So let's get the last 4 out there. Target Leahy, 253 miles, which is within their range of 297, yes. Yeah, so, geez, there's nothing left of that thing. The whole surface group's been sunk, including Ticonderoga and Virginia, important targets. Then 2 Spruans, 2 Coons, a Nox, and a Perry. And the Leahy survives. More than my aircraft can say. As for ASW, deploying more sonobuoys, so far, there's still rumors of a submarine, but I haven't actually been able to discern whether there is one or not, so better safe than sorry. Can we finally get this last guy? This Leahy, which has been instrumental in, well, eliminating quite a few of my aircraft. Very, very, very capable cruisers, these Leahys, and this is the England of all things. They do have their Sea Whiz, they have their missiles, they have their guns. They might make it quite difficult to actually get these missiles onto targets. I do have 3 of them. I think one of them got intercepted. Yeah. They can launch more of their surface-to-air missiles than I have missiles. So it's entirely possible they will not be able to sink the Leahy. Because all the missiles are going to get shot at. There's the Leahy in the distance. Sea skimming. You can see the missiles sort of coming in. We're gonna lose one right about now. Oh, that was an attempt. Yep, one SS-12 got intercepted. There's only 2 of them left now. 6 miles out. 5 miles in closing for the lead missile, and they got intercepted. Crap, 1 guy left. 4 miles out. If this Leahy is able to reload in time, they will be able to shoot it down. Otherwise, they're going to have to rely upon their Sea Whiz and or chaff. There's the chaff. The missile doesn't care. Sea Whiz has it. Damn it. This thing has been proving exceptionally difficult to kill. It's very, very capable. And so far, it's thwarted all my attempts. Be they anti-ship missiles or seed attempts. So where does that leave us? This thing also has harpoons, so closing to within 65 miles is dangerous. But I don't think I have many more ships capable of throwing anti-ship missiles at such ranges that they're going to be impressed by it. Like the SSN-14B Silex, capable of throwing out to 27, that's not exactly impressive. Dirtsky over here. You have no surface-to-surface missiles. Kuchezov is a gun cruiser of all things. And then the Smelly over here is also not very capable. So that leaves me with the Slava or the Kirov. The Kirov with the SAN 6 might be able to hit them 50 miles out. So we'll just have to close the whole distance. Which is not strictly safe, because supposedly there's still a sub out there, but it can be anywhere in this area. So we'll have a lot of combing to do. As unsatisfactory as it might be, this is where I'm going to end this particular scenario. Reason being, the game refuses to go faster than 10 times speed. And as much as I don't mind the game not being as fast as it can be, if I'm gonna have to traverse this whole strait at this frame rate, which isn't spectacular, 6 to 4 frames a second, it's gonna take me, probably real time, about 5 hours, and I don't have that time. So, I'm going to assume that as I would have closed the distance with that Leahy, which, yes, is still out there, I would have killed it. Maybe exchanged some fire with it, with the Kirov and potentially some of the other ships, and eventually eliminated it. Whether or not there was a submarine, I don't know. Perhaps. Perhaps not. We'll just have to continue scouting out with additional sonobuoys, and I probably would have found it. I really enjoyed the scenario. Props to the creator. You can find it linked down below in the description if you want to have a go yourself. I really like it. My only gripe with it is that under the current conditions of the game, which means that larger scenarios tend to slow down the game the longer you play, it's too big. I get that you want me as the player to go all the way over there, but at the moment it's too big. It just takes too long. And that is more of a limitation of the game, of the platform at the moment, rather than the creator. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the scenario. Again, if you want to play it yourself, linked down below in description is the Steam page for it. And, well, I look forward to more of your scenarios. Again, if you have any, either post them down below, or send me an email at stealth@stealth17gaming to inform me what scenario that is, and why I should be playing it. Thank you for watching, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon for more.